A very good morning, students, and let us begin with civics chapter number 2, the Indian Parliament. We have already spoken about Indian Parliament, and we have studied our country runs in a two-way, that is parliament and presidential system. We have already spoken about this chapter. There is Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, President, the legislature, executive, judiciary. Legislature make laws, executive implement laws, judiciary they provide justice. So in this chapter we are going to talk about parliament. Composition of the parliament means who all are included in parliament, functions of parliament. In that we are going to talk about formulation of laws, how laws are made, control over the council of ministers, mantri, amendments of the constitution. Let us begin. Parliament. The legislature at the national level is called the parliament. We have already seen legislature is supreme. It is at the high. It consists of President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The President cannot participate in the discussion in either of the houses of the Parliament. So here when the discussion takes place, when the whole Parliament sits, President cannot participate in the discussion. So he cannot discuss. Only the house, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, have to discuss. The Constitution of India has created the Parliament of India. So who created this Constitution? That is our country itself. Now what members are there? Members of Parliament. Members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are known as members of Parliament, that is MPs. Members of Parliament, tries to resolve the queries and complaints of their constituency by raising questions in Parliament. Just like a PTA member in a school, we have Parent Teacher Association. Every class we have parents representative. When a meeting takes place and when all teachers are there, this representative, they ask different questions and they ask about different problems faced by parents as well as students. Then we think over those problems and then we discuss. Teachers sit in a meeting and then we discuss about it and we come to the conclusion. So here also these people, they discuss about different problems and queries, questions and complaints regarding the constituency by raising questions. So they put forth the questions कि why ऐसा क्यों है, वैसा क्यों है. So they question the parliament. To carry out the development activities in the respective constituency, government allocates funds to the MPs. Now certain funds are given. Okay, I give for example, there is I take an example of a sanitary department. You know what is sanitary, no? The one who sanitary means those who clean gutters and toilets, etc. So sanitary. So if that department, so they are given certain fund, amount is given to them, that team. If the tanker gets some problem or anything, it is their duty to give them money and repair the things, etc. So every area, every group, every committee is given funds. Now composition of parliament, here is the glance. Lower Lok Sabha, this is the house of the people. Lok Sabha, it is the lower house, but it is the first house in the parliament, because here we elect them. Elections take place and they have rights. We have studied in first chapter. Lok Sabha have right to pass the no action, that is no motion. We have already done this. So they are the lower, though they are lower, but they are the first house in the parliament. But Rajya Sabha is the upper and it is the second house of the parliament. Maximum members are 552 and here total members are 250. It is directly elected by the people from the territorial constituency. So when elections take place, we directly elect these people. And 238 members are elected from the constituency and the union territories to the proportionate represent. Now this, we have seen Rajya Sabha. From Lok Sabha only these people are elected, constituency from the constituent states. In case of Anglo-Indian committee is not adequately represented, the president can appoint 2 members from the community of Lok Sabha. 12 distinguished personality from fields of literature, arts, science, sports, social work are appointed by the president. So here 12 seats are given for whom? In Rajya Sabha, with different qualities, different personalities in literature, means language, arts, science, sports and social work. So these people are also elected. Some seats are reserved for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, that is backward class people. But here in Rajya Sabha, no reservation given on representation. 5 years, general elections held every after 5 years. And here one permanent house it is, nobody get dissolved. One third member who has completed 6 years retire after every 2 year. Equal number of new members get elected. So there and there only election take place. No elections are held. So here if that person gets retired, it's after who have completed 6 years, another two members are being every 2 years. Members must have completed 25 years of age of to contest. Now if you want to stand for Lok Sabha election, he should be 25 years old. If you want to stand for election, he should be 25 years for Lok Sabha. And if you want to stand for the Rajya Sabha, he should complete 30 years of his age. So 30 saal and 25 years for the Lok Sabha. Then here you just understand, it is there in your textbook. Any Indian citizen who has completed 18 years of his age only eligible. Now after 18 years you can vote. So you have right to vote. An Indian citizen who has completed 25 years of age can contest for Lok Sabha, as I just now told you. If you have completed 25 years, you can stand for Lok Sabha election. A citizen of India can contest for election from any constituency of any state. So any Indian citizen, I'm talking about Indian citizen. No foreigner can contest the election. Any state, wherever you are, you can contest the election. Citizens of other countries cannot contest. That is what I told you. You are an Indian, you can contest election from any state. If you want to stand from Maharashtra, if you want to stand from Punjab, etc., you can contest election from anywhere, but only the citizens of our country, not for contest for other people. Just as there are set criteria for qualifying for election, there are set of criteria for disqualification as well. Now there are certain things to be, for example, if you want to take admission in the school for your small brother or small sister, there are certain criteria that he should complete 3 years or 4 years by December, by January. So these are the certain criteria put up. So according to that you decide whether उसे स्कूल डालना है कि नहीं. वो दिसंबर में 3 साल का होना चाहिए या दिसंबर तक जिनके बर्थडे है उनको ही लिया जाएगा, एक्सेट्रा. These are certain criteria. So here also there are certain criteria for selecting the people, and there are certain criteria for disqualification. If something goes wrong, if while election, if it is not happening properly, they can disqualify them. Disqualification as well. Functions of parliament. What is their functions now? To formulate new laws for achieving welfare. न्यू कायदे बनाना, नए कायदे बनाना. So that is for the welfare, लोगों के भलाई के लिए. To repeal outdated laws. Now some laws are old, so those should be made changes. Necessary changes should be made. These laws are formulated as per the process described in the constitution. So in our constitution we have seen, depending upon everything, sovereign, secular, democratic, taking these points, principles in mind, all these laws are being made. Control over the Council of Minister. Parliament keeps control over the Council of Minister through multiple ways. The Council of Minister cannot function disregarding the Parliament. So these Council of Ministers, they cannot do what they want. What Parliament says, they have to listen to it. Parliament can control the Council of Minister by asking explanation, passing no confidence. We have seen this before. No confidence motion means if some law is being passed and if they are not implementing it properly, if then Lok Sabha have right to ask them questions, and if they feel, then they can pass to an act that is called no confidence motion, and straight away they have to resign from their position. Amendments to the Constitution. The Parliament decides whether to make any amendments to the Indian Constitution. Means it decide कुछ बनाना है, bill बनाना है या नया law बनाना है, etc. So they decide first. The Constitution Amendment Bill is most important bill. The Constitution mentions three ways of amending: by simple majority of the Parliament. By now, for example, majority wins. Okay, this one law is being made, and they ask how many agree this law. So if there is majority, the bill get passed. By special majority plus consent from more than half of the constituent states. So if all the state representative, for example, all the chief ministers like from Maharashtra, Punjab, Gujarat, etc., from this majority representatives say yes, and then the law gets passed by a special majority. I hope this part is clear to you. Please go through the videos of the assignment, and already I have uploaded the notes of all history, so please write down it in your notebook. Thank you students, stay safe.